From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeau, and this is your News 8 Daily for Wednesday, February 7th. It is a warm-up Wednesday, going to be a really nice day ahead, mid to low 50s. Skies are going to be partly cloudy. This will be our last overall day of dry weather. We have a new system moving in for Thursday. Breaking news this morning, 2 people are dead after being struck by vehicles on the interstates. The most recent happened at around 5:30 this morning on I-65 in Boone County. Lebanon police say a person was hit and killed near State Road 32. It has shut down the southbound lanes for hours. State police are also investigating a deadly crash on I-70 on the west side. They tell us a man was hit and killed on I-70 eastbound near the Sam Jones Expressway exit. It happened at around midnight. Investigators say they think the man was outside of his vehicle when he was struck. The other driver stayed on the scene and is cooperating with troopers. Now to a series of shootings in Indianapolis. Police say a man and woman are dead and 5 other people are injured after 4 different shootings in less than 24 hours, including one at a fitness center that left a juvenile hurt. Let's start with the most recent scene on the east side. Investigators say they found a man shot just after 9 last night in a neighborhood near 46th Street and Arlington Boulevard. He died at the scene. Police have not said if there are any suspects. About 30 minutes earlier, officers were called to Vasa Fitness on the west side for a shooting. Police say an adult and juvenile were shot inside the foyer of the gym off of 38th Street. This is in an area with several restaurants and businesses near 465. Investigators are not saying much about the victims' conditions or ages, but at last check, one had serious injuries and the other was stable. Police tell us they are speaking with witnesses. So far, no one is under arrest. A person is in critical condition after another shooting on the west side. It happened just after 7:15 yesterday near 46th and Muller Road. Police say the victim is now in the hospital. It is not clear what led up to the shooting or if there are any suspects. Also during the Tuesday violence, gunfire at an apartment complex left 1 woman dead and 2 other people wounded. It happened late yesterday afternoon outside the Hawthorne Apartments near 32nd and Emerson. Police say the surviving victims are a man and a woman and that the man is stable, but the woman is critically injured. We talked with a man who says the woman who was killed was his aunt. He says she was unforgettable.
I'm starting by saying she was a Libra. She is a Libra. I don't know whether to say is or was, but she was a Libra. She was funny, loved her family to death, and she'll cut you out in a second. She had an attitude problem. That's one of the biggest things about her. She had her attitude, but everybody loved her. Everybody loved her.
Investigators say anyone with information should contact IMPD. Addressing pothole problems, city leaders say the warmer weather means crews can start more permanent pothole patching early. DPW will begin using the hot mix asphalt to speed up the repairs. Today, Mayor Joe Hogsett and the Department of Public Works will talk about the plan. Leaders say the hot mix plants will open early to deliver the critical material, allowing DPW crews to ramp up that work. A Michigan jury has found a school shooter's mother guilty of manslaughter. Jennifer Crumbly was convicted yesterday in the 2021 deaths of 4 students at Oxford High School. She is the first parent in the United States to be held accountable for their child's actions in a shooting. Prosecutors say Crumbly had a duty under state law to prevent her son from harming others. They say she failed to secure a gun and failed to help her son. It took 11 hours for the jury to decide the 4 verdicts. Here's the victim's father reacting after.
There was a lot of emotion back here and in the courtroom. It's definitely going to resonate with me for a while, and I hope that I'll be able to calm down and get some some sense of a good feeling, but it's not really a good feeling.
Jennifer Crumbly's sentencing hearing is set for April 9th. She could face a maximum of 60 years in prison. A new post from the Colts owner, Jim Irsay, says, "On the mend, grateful for all the messages of love and support." It's his first message in 4 weeks. Irsay's health has been a closely guarded secret for several weeks. Carmel police and medics went to his home in December on a call that he was unresponsive. Later, the team said he was dealing with a severe respiratory illness. Irsay's brief update gives no timeline for when he may return to the public eye. Our team is in place for Super Bowl 58. Wish TV is bringing you an all-access pass to the bright lights and big plans. Sports director Anthony Calhoun is in Las Vegas and shows us how the Sin City is gearing up to host the big game.
Hey, thanks a lot. Good morning to you from Las Vegas. We are 4 days away from Super Bowl 58. As far as the Kansas City Chiefs, they're in the big game for the fourth time in the past 5 years. The 49ers are trying to win their first Lombardi trophy for the first time in nearly 30 years. And how about the great city of Las Vegas getting ready to make some history this weekend as they host the biggest game in football?
Las Vegas, the home of Super Bowl 58, a city that's known for its entertainment and hosting big events. When the Chiefs face the 49ers on Sunday at the $2 billion Allegiant Stadium, it will be the first time ever Las Vegas will host the biggest game in football.
Well, this city is built to host major events, conventions, special events, festivals, etc. So it makes perfect sense that the Super Bowl's here. We could probably fit the Super Bowl here 3 times if there wasn't other stuff going on, but Super Bowl weekends are a big weekend here every year. And when we layer the actual Super Bowl on top of that, it's going to be the biggest weekend of the year, if not all time.
It's going to be wild. It's going to be absolutely wild. I mean, I've been here trying to cover as much as possible, trying to cover as many of these different events, and it's almost impossible, right? Just because there's all over town, they're spread out. You mentioned Live Golf, the Super Bowl. I mean, just everything is here, and all these sports teams are coming here, you know, and all these teams want to be here. So this went from being a party town to being literally like the sports capital of the country right now.
This place is going to be unreal this weekend for Super Bowl 58. I'm told this morning they're expecting over 330,000 folks to invade Las Vegas for the big game between Kansas City and San Francisco. Of course, we got all your team coverage right here on Wish TV, all access Indy, Las Vegas. Much more live coverage coming your way. Coming up later today on News 8 at 5 o'clock, and of course we're here throughout the week.
The Indiana Pacers are back on top after a victory at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Blue and Gold beat Houston last night. Tyrese Halliburton had 18 points, including the game-winning basket. New star Pascal Siakam led the team with 29 points. It was back-and-forth game between the Rockets and Pacers with a final score of 132 to 129. Team calls it a comeback win on social media. Halliburton was just glad to help out.
Man, I'm just glad I can finish games. Glad that my body's starting to get better as we get an All-Star break. I'm just happy to be out there with the team, help close games. It's been a journey with this minute restriction. A lot of arguing between me and him, a lot of arguing between me and the medical staff. But their job is, to protect me from myself, and they've done a great job, and just trying to get back to fully healthy.
Next, the Pacers take on the Golden State Warriors at home tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Indianapolis is a week and 1 day away from a moment 4 decades in the making. Our team checked in on the places getting ready for the NBA All-Star Game and events surrounding it. The world will be watching. Organizers expect 1,800 media members to be downtown.
Such a civic pride to be able to put on events like this and for all of us to come together and as they mentioned, put our city on display, put our state on display. And so it's an honor to be able to have these type of events come in town.
The events start with the tip-off on Bicentennial Plaza. The convention center is hosting the crossover event Friday and Sunday. Lucas Oil Stadium hosts the Celebrity Game and the All-Star Saturday night events, leading up to the big game Sunday night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. National news now. Former President Donald Trump is reacting to the new ruling that says he is not immune from prosecution in his election interference case. A federal appeals court rejected the claim from Trump's team that he should face no criminal charges for actions he took while he was president.
President of the United States has to be free and clear of mind, and you can't be worrying about something where you're doing the right thing, but if it doesn't work out, you're going to end up in prison.
Trump's team vows to appeal, a process that could push back the current March trial date. The Supreme Court is set to hear arguments tomorrow involving Trump on whether states can remove him from the ballot. In your vote 2024, Nikki Haley lost Nevada's Republican presidential primary to none of the above. In Tuesday's vote, more voters chose the option of none of these candidates than Haley. It's a result of the unusual split in Nevada this year with both a primary and a caucus. Former President Trump did not participate in the primary and is poised to pick up an easy win in tomorrow's caucuses. Congress will meet again today after failing to pass a border and Ukraine funding deal. President Joe Biden is pleading for lawmakers to, in his words, show some spine and stand up to former President Trump to pass the Senate's bill. It collapsed in the House on Tuesday. The bill would have sent aid to Ukraine and addressed security at the border, but House Republicans say the two issues need to be separated in order to move forward, siding with former President Trump, suggesting President Biden should have already used his authority to shut down the border. Democrats say Republicans and their resistance is all about politics.
We're seeing statements about how many oppose the bill now. Look, I understand the former president is desperately trying to stop this bill because he's not interested in solving the border problem. He wants a political issue to run against me on. They've all but said that across the board. No one really denies that I'm aware of. The American people want a solution that puts an end to the empty political rhetoric.
The lack of a deal could loom over President Biden as he prepares to meet with leaders from Germany Friday to discuss aid to Ukraine. In your business headlines, Indianapolis had a good showing in the Milken Institute's Best Performing Cities report. The think tank pointed out that Indianapolis had 7.2% job growth between 2021 and 2022. Short-term jobs was strong as well. Austin, Texas ranked at the top of the Best Performing Cities list. A super platform for streaming sports, ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers are teaming up to house all of their sports under one streaming platform in the fall. Discovery announced the plan for the app, saying at least 15 networks and all 4 major sports leagues will be included. It says the 3 companies will each share 1/3 ownership, adding that a name and pricing will be announced at a later date. It says subscribers will even have the ability to bundle the service with Disney+, Hulu, and Max. This has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.